Alrighty. Peace, peace, and love, y'all. It's your divine priestess, empress, sister nun, Third Eye Live TV radio, angels from Mental Health Broadcast Network. And you are now entering spirituality TV. So I am going to do a collective sexual and sensual tarot reading for you all this evening. And I am going to put a little twist on things tonight. As you guys can see, I am finely dressed. And I will be looking forward to coming out of some of these fine garments, depending on how well you all interact with me this evening. So I do have here approximately about 4 decks that I am going to be utilizing. The first one that I'm going to use is my erotic fantasy deck. And this is going to kind of be the basis or the foundation of the sexual reading. And then the other deck that I do have, which I'm going to utilize for my clarifiers, is my sex magic tarot deck. And then, excuse me, for the advice cards, I'm going to be utilizing my Work Your Light Oracle cards for the light-hearted forms of the sexual energy. And then, as you all know, we do have some deviant motherfuckers out here, so we're going to also tap into the wicked energies or the negative energies of the collective sexual energy as well. And this deck is my Dark Mirror Tarot deck, or oracle cards. So we're going to be tapping into light and dark energies in regards to the sexual energy for the collective. So I've already did my meditations, affirmations, and things of that nature. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Excuse me. And see what spirit has for you all today in regards to the sexual energy or the sexual powers that we all have as a collective, and how we can properly utilize that to manifest the life and the worlds it is that we seek. So if you guys are interested in booking a personal reading, please, by all means, leave a comment here on my YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share my content. Like the video as well. It doesn't hurt you just to like it. You know what I mean? If you're here watching, I appreciate you. And if you guys are interested in also finding other ways to booking a personal, sensual, sexual tarot reading, I do have an OnlyFans as well, which is onlyfans.com/Sister Nun Reincarnated, as well as you guys can add me on Facebook at Sister Nun and Instagram at Sister_Nun_Reincarnated. So let's go ahead and get into the sexual energies that the collective has and the messages that Spirit wants us all to know. Because as you all know, I am not excluded from the collective readings, as we all share collectively the soul energy of collective consciousness. So, Divine Spirit, okay, here we go. We got one already. I didn't even need to ask. I'm going to take about 4 to 5 cards here and see what Spirit wants us all to know in regards to the sexual energy. And how we can properly utilize that. Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. A quarter of my deck fell because Spirit wants to really talk and explain to the collective how we can all gradually grow within our sexual disciplinary areas in life in order for us to vibrate higher and be able to, okay, there's another one, and be able to attract the divine counterpart that we are all seeking. Okay, there's the last one. Oh no, Spirit said one more. Okay, so I got 4 out right now. So I'm going to take the last one and then I'm going to pull some clarifiers. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. All right, and this deck that I'm utilizing is my exotic tarot deck as well. For those of you all who are interested in booking a personal reading, please be sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, as well as adding me on Facebook at Sister Nun and Instagram at Sister_Nun_reincarnated in order to book your personal readings, so we can see what's going on within your sexual energy here and how that is either working for you or against you. So here we go. The first card that we have out for the collective, utilizing my exotic tarot deck, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. In the traditional tarot deck, the Four of Cups would symbolize a certain level of spirit or the universe or God or whatever it is that you all subscribe to in your spiritual journeys at this point in time, offering you certain suitors, right? And for whatever reason, as you guys can see on the card, right, this goddess, her face, and it just because there is a feminine or a woman on the card, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is just a woman that I am talking to. This is just the energy, right? So nonetheless, as you guys can see on the card, the woman's face is turned towards the side. So this to me symbolizes that she is uninterested in these suitors in which the universe has attempted to bring forth to this individual here. So in the traditional tarot deck, there's a, just because the artwork is totally different, there is basically a man on the card and he has his arms folded and he's just like, like, I don't want to deal with those particular options. You know what I mean? Meaning like they are not whatever it is that that person or that individual feels like is their divine counterpart. Meaning there could be missing parts within those options that this individual here, man or woman, right, feels like they don't want to have to work too damn hard to get their partner to realize or recognize that this is exactly what it is that they're asking for, but they are missing a certain quality or a certain level of a qualification, right, in order to add to the self-satisfactory that this individual, right, being the collective, has for themselves. So with the Four of Cups here in my exotic tarot deck, I definitely feel like the universe and the ancestors are definitely trying to show you that not only you all or we all have options, but it's also trying to show you that just because you are accustomed to a certain level of a partner does not necessarily mean that these other suitors cannot fulfill the needs in which it is you think you are not having that you think are not being met, if that makes any sense, right? I know I said that a little crazy, but what I mean is just because spirit has brought you these other forms or different characteristics of these individuals here does not necessarily mean that they are not what it is that you are seeking, right? What it is that you are looking for within a potential sexual partner, as well as a divine counterpart. The Four of Cups, right? It's all about you allowing yourself to experience different beings when it comes to what they have to offer as well. But I just definitely feel like here also the last message that I'm hearing for this Four of Cups card is that the collective is very picky when it comes to their sexual appetite, right? So I definitely feel like we have to be, if we are going to be walking within our God and goddess powers and capabilities and recognizing who we are and spirit decides to bestow upon us all these different suitors, right, who are interested in us. We want to be sure that these people know, right, whatever it is that they have to offer, this is not the only thing that it is we are looking for, right? We are looking to be satisfied in its totality, right? And of course, we know that it first and foremost starts with us. If you're not totally satisfied with yourself as an individual, as a being, whatever it is, you're not going to ever be satisfied with someone else. It's damn near impossible, right? This is why she's kind of overlooking these options here. She's really just like, nah, or he's really just like, nah, you know what I mean? Try again later or something of the sort. Because this individual, as the collective, is feeling like these people or these suitors are not living up to a certain level of sexual expectation that the collective has, right? So I definitely feel like it's okay to be picky when it comes to who you decide to let in your space in that regard, because not everybody deserves or has earned, right, to be within your essence in that capacity. Some motherfuckers want to come in and try to take from you. Other motherfuckers want to come in and restore certain things that you felt like might have been lost or just completely missing for whatever reason, in regards to whatever it is your personal individual experiences is or has been in life, right? But I do also feel that it doesn't mean that you need to overlook these other suitors here, right? Because they could potentially have something of value to offer you, right? That's why else would the cups be gold? Why else would the cups be gold if these other suitors who were interested in you in a sexual manner didn't feel like they had something of value to offer your essence? You know what I mean? But as the collective, I do have to agree with the energy of being picky, because a lot of people just want to let in all these different energies for the sake of wanting someone, wanting to be someone, and wanting to be in someone else's space. You know what I mean? Or I don't know why I said wanting to be someone, but maybe some of y'all out here are wanting to be this certain hierarchy of your sexual divine god or goddess self. You know what I mean? So I just feel like the fact that spirit has merely shown you as a collective, right? Shown us as a collective that there are other options available. I just feel like we shouldn't overlook them based on superficial fucking ideals for whatever the reason, because we think that they might not totally satisfy us or something of the sort, right? So somebody here definitely has a very, very big sexual appetite. Really, really big fucking sexual appetite here. It could be an earth sign as well. As you guys can see, she's out here in the middle of nature. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here, right? Or this could be air, why am I saying air? This could be earth sign energies that are interested in you in that capacity, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here, that are wanting to offer you this certain level of sexual pleasure, but you're overlooking them. And so they're just literally sitting there waiting for you to pay them some form of attention. You know what I mean? So I just definitely feel like this is what might be causing a certain level of conflict in the collective sexual life right now. And the reason why I say that is because the next card out is the Five of Wands. Look at all this conflict right here. This goddess is damn near fighting butt ass naked. Damn near. Right? To me, I feel like this represents somebody out there who has been very sexually pent up. Like they are looking for a form of release. You know what I mean? But just because you are looking for a form of release does not necessarily mean that you're going to get it in that way. You know what I mean? Like, you might actually be having a certain level of sexual frustration just because your mind is like creating this hierarchy level of a fucking mystical imaginative type of being who you want to fulfill that sexual appetite. But it's like, if you don't fulfill it as an individual for yourself, meaning you're happy with yourself, you love your body, you've experimented with the way things make you feel great or reach a certain level of pleasure or orgasm and things of that nature here, how the fuck can you expect for somebody else to come in and fulfill that appetite if you haven't done it already? So to me, I just feel like it makes no sense for y'all to try and put this frustration out in the world because whatever sexual needs it is that the collective has is not being met. That's your own fucking fault. That's your own fault. You have to know thyself, know your body, right? Peace to the chat. Peace to Quentin. Peace to Tennille. Apologies if I mispronounced your name. Please correct me in the chat. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate you all. Right? So the Five of Wands. There is a lot of people that are sexually frustrated. They are not allowing themselves to let the energy enlighten them. It's almost like they're trying to fight the urge for sexual growth as opposed to going out there and going after whatever it is that you actually want or that you need in that regard. You know what I mean? Or learning how to properly utilize that sexual frustrative energy that the collective, you all, right, us all, are turning into, and trying to take it out on just people who don't got shit to do with that. Like, they're not upset in life because they're not getting any dick or pussy. You know what I mean? It's like, no, you are the one that's fucking upset because you're not getting the foreplay, the fucking dick or the pussy type of action. So if that's the case, that just means you need to allow yourself to allow your sexual energy to vibrate you higher, and try actually not getting frustrated and see how that energy begins to flow. That is when you will actually be able to have what they call the Midas touch, right? Whenever you come into a different person's space or atmosphere, and this is how you'll be able to say the right things or do the right things and things of that nature, right? That true Heru Ma'at energy, right? You'll be able to always have the right thing to say and do because you're allowing your sexual energy to flow and sharing it, as opposed to going out there being upset about you not receiving the level of dick or fucking pussy it is that you're thinking about mentally. It's just kind of like, you need to relax a little bit. There are other ways in which you can release that sexual tension without causing conflict, fight, confusion, so on and so forth. There are other ways in which you can reciprocate that sexual energy, or put that energy out there where it will be reciprocated in many different forms, to where it's building up your forms of self-satisfactory meter, if that makes any sense to anybody out there. Can I get a like, please? You know what I mean? Right? So you're not always constantly dreaming about the person that you want to fulfill your sexual appetite. Moving on, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Normally, when the Two of Swords comes out in the upright in the traditional tarot deck, it will symbolize a certain level of uh, restriction and or blockage, meaning the collective would be uh, purposefully blocking themselves off from seeing something for what it actually is. So what I'm hearing Spirit say now is like some of y'all are actually in a certain level of a sexuationship, right? And y'all are trying to act like you don't know what the fuck that is and shit. And the fact that it came out in reverse to me is symbolizing that you can no longer, right, as a collective, you can no longer act like you don't know that. What did the baby call Danny Lay? The what you call it? The certified side chick. You can no longer act like you're not or you don't know that you are the certified side chick, certified side nigga, whatever it is that you all want to call it, right? You can't act like you don't know this any longer. Spirit has already lifted the fucking veil above and beyond your eyes for you to be able to see what position or what role it is that you play in this individual's life. The Two of Swords. I'm getting heavy earth energy as well. We also know that air, sword energy represents air energy, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, as well as spiritual communication. So I definitely feel like this has been a group of y'all who have been in forms of prayer or meditation, trying to figure out, for whatever the reason, why you feel as if you're the side dude or the side chick or something of the sort here. Like, don't y'all know that actually being a mistress, or whatever the masculine terminology is for the male energy out there, that is actually one of the most, if not the absolute most powerful position to have or to be in somebody's life. Excuse me, because the mistress energy just represents the actual divine essence of the being that whoever the person is, let's just say, cheating on their spouse with, can actually be their total self with, if that makes sense. The mistress, or whatever it is that they call the male version of the mistress, is actually the person that the spouse who is cheating on their spouse with is that true essence of who it is that they actually want to be with, because they're not afraid to be themselves, right? It's just like being a damn stripper. Now, from what I got to know, you know what I mean, or learn anyway, a lot of these people, they really just want a friendship, a kindred friendship, somebody that they can talk to about actuality and real life shit that occurs within all of their relationships, whether that be family ship, friendship, marriagehood, all of that. You know what I mean? Every form or foundation of a relationship. People confide in strippers because they feel as if they can just be themselves without having to put on too much of a front when it comes to who they are once they leave the club, so to speak. You know what I mean? A stripper just represents to these individuals or these energies that, listen, I give a fuck, but I don't give a fuck. Like, meaning I'm doing some of these women are doing this shit because they fucking love to do it. Other women are doing it because they're like, fuck that, I got bills to pay. You know what I mean? All this other slow money, this, that, and the third, whatever. You know what I mean? I would like to say that I am a stripper that is, or an exotic dancer that is in the middle. I love what I do. It's very fun to me. I enjoy it, the atmosphere, everything. I feel like it's it's a multitude of things that I feel like I have wanted that would add to my self-satisfactory meter, as opposed to me trying to seek it in all of these different individuals and shit, or suitors, right? So at the same time, it's also like, a bitch have bills to pay. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I truly, really, utterly enjoy exactly what it is that I do. It allows me to express myself in the manner in which a lot of people, or a lot of the other jobs or previous jobs it is that I have had, um, won't allow you to express yourself. Um, and for the most part, I just feel like, you are in control of who you design yourself to be. So in that atmosphere, or in that context, right, that is what allows me to love what I do in that regard. All the while being able to pay my bills. Shouting. All right. So moving on here, we have a lot of sword energy as well. I don't know what's going on with y'all. It's like earth and air signs are, um, at this point right now, what spirit is showing me, a little bit sexually frustrated, and or looking for a certain level of hierarchy when it comes to their sexual appetite for whatever reason. So the next card that we have out is the Nine of Swords in reverse. The Nine of Swords in reverse here. Right. In the traditional tarot deck, I'm not even going to front. I don't even remember what the Nine of Swords looks like. To me, what I'm hearing right now is just like chaos, or a certain level of like depression or something of the sort. But in this exotic tarot deck, I definitely feel like this is air energy that is totally and utterly infatuated with their sexual desires, and or themselves, in a way where it's like, shit, I know how to love, or something of the sort. So I'm not looking for somebody else to love on me in the way that I already know how to love on myself, if that makes sense, right? So, right, shout out to Quentin. He says, gotta have the right mixture. Absolutely. Sex can be used to exchange life energy. Facts. That's what it is. Sacred energy exchange. That's what that word stands for. Sex. SEX, right? Everybody always wants to talk sex until it's the energy part that we have to now discuss, right? Everybody wants to feel like they already know what sex is, this, that, and the third, and they really don't. Sex is the sacred energy exchange in which you allow yourself to experience with another individual after you have gotten to learn about yourself in that way. So with the Nine of Swords energy, right? Look at her. She's loving on herself. A lot of you all might have sexual toys that you might allow to put you to bed at night. Right? There's nothing wrong with that, but I just feel like you don't want to abuse the power, right? I know your shit is rechargeable and it got batteries and all that, so whatever, but it's just like, We know as a collective, you don't want to be tied to your motherfucking vibrator for the rest of your life, right? But if it is assisting you with getting through a certain situation, person, place, or thing for the meantime, do your thing. You know what I mean? However, this came out in reverse. So I definitely feel like with the Nine of Swords coming out in reverse, right, is representing the collective having, or yeah, having a certain level of release, meaning there's a certain level of the collective's confidence, for whatever reason, I'm hearing spirit tell me right now, that has been let go of or withered away just based on all this toy action. Meaning, like, y'all feel that shit. Some of y'all might actually feel like shit, I ain't about to have, you know, another sexual partner for however long that is for you, right? Just based on your individual experience in life. And others of you are just feeling like shit, my vibrator is all I need. You know what I mean? With that certain level of arrogance, but it's like, is that truly what your soul actually wants? Or are you just saying that because you keep overlooking these other potential suitors here that could potentially add to the sexual appetite that you know that you have? You're just not choosing them for whatever the reason. You're just not choosing them for whatever reason, right? Just take whatever resonates. Hence the Nine of Swords in reverse, right? Some of y'all are actually masturbating in a format of like self-care or self-worth, meaning like you're not going to allow anybody to abuse, right, or misuse your sexual energy and then try to control you based on that fact. Oh, you want me to take it off, huh? Hit like on this video and I'll take it off for you. I gotta get them likes up, y'all. I don't really care too much about the views, but if you hit that like button or hit my Cash App, $ it's the nun, I'll take it off for you. Mr. or Miss, oh, it's a guy, Mr. and Zoog65. Apologies if I mispronounce your name. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll take it off for you. Or you can hit my Cash App. Whatever it is that you feel is in your heart. I'm not asking for much. You know what I mean? Shit, it could be fucking $5, $10, and I'll take it off for you. Let me go ahead and post my Cash App in the comments, just in case any of y'all are feeling generous. Hold on, let me see here. Let me post my Cash App. For those of you all that are here because you want to see me take it off, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I just dropped my Cash App. So depending on what you do, I'll do exactly what you request. Yeah, like that, don't you? Aren't they beautiful? I know, right? So let's get back to the reading, y'all. Thank you for pressing that like button. I appreciate you, King. Matter of fact, I don't know if you have me on Facebook or not, but if you don't, please add me and send me your number so we can talk tonight. So getting back to the reading for the collective of the sexual energy, we have the last and final card before I do the clarifications. We have the Six of Cups now coming out. The Six of Cups. Six is sex. Six is creation. Six is manifestation, right? Giving birth to an entirely new form or new level of expansion, right? Whether that be consciously, unconsciously, awarely, right? Mentally, spiritually, physically, so on and so forth, right? Emotionally, all of that good stuff, right? So the Six here of Cups, right? As you guys can see here on the card, we have this goddess. She's almost like inviting, right? Just like I am inviting you all to share this experience with me, right? To allow yourself to be free in the capacity in which going into this experience, you're going to know that you are not being judged in a manner where you are looked down upon for your sexual appetite, for your sexual desires, and so on and so forth, right? The Six of Cups also in this card, to me, represents some of you all might actually want people to watch you have a sexual interaction with someone else. So some of you all out there could be swingers, right? Shout out to the swingers. Or in a, because that is actually a different form of a poly lifestyle. So shout out to everybody who is in, or just promoting, excuse me, pro poly, right? Wanting to share your partner or your divine counterpart with other energies in which they can not only learn from, but also have a different sensation that you feel like that person has earned. You know what I mean? Because when you actually practice a poly lifestyle, which I do, you're going to learn that you don't own anybody, right? Nothing belongs to you. The only thing that actually belongs to you is your individual soul. So knowing that you cannot say that you truly love someone or truly want or truly love yourself without wanting to share. It's just going to be a lot harder for you all to give in to your sexual desires, whatever that might be. This is YouTube though, love. If you want to see the real thing, please make sure you add me on Facebook or Instagram, and then I'll be able to take it further with you as an individual. But you know, this is YouTube. Their algorithm is crazy. You know, I don't need anybody flagging my video because I might show some nipple. You know what I mean? But I'd be more than willing to personalize this experience with you if that is something that you are interested in. All you got to do is hit my Cash App, add me on Facebook, let me know that it's you, and then I'll take it from there. or we can take it from there. I'll talk to you on the phone, and you know, we can grow from there, beloved. So with the Sex of Cups, or the Six of Cups here, right? This is representing you releasing a certain level of inhibitions that you thought might not be met based on you overlooking, right? And it came full circle, y'all. We got the Four of Cups and the Six of Cups, right? At the beginning of the reading, the four right here, right? Overlooking certain options that you know are interested in you. But if I guarantee, if you just actually choose one of them, right, or all of them, depending on your pro-poly lifestyle, whether that be polyandry, polygamy, polygyny, polyamory, swingers energy, whatever that is for you, right? That will allow you to express yourself in ways that you feel like you either haven't done or have been deprived of based on past experiences or past partners. But at this point in time, I definitely feel like the collective is trying to release a lot of that stagnant old ways of thinking and being when it comes to that sexual appetite, right? You're definitely looking or seeking for something new or newer, right? You guys definitely want to experience a certain level of other individuals watching you in that way if you are that free, right? Depending on your life experience, as I stated earlier. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers here from my Sex Magic deck and see here what Spirit has to say in regards to this entire message for the collective here in regards to the sexual energy. Divine Spirit, can I get a clarifier for? Okay. That's too many, y'all. For the Six of Cups, okay? So I got the Six. I'm going to work backwards now from the end of the reading to the beginning of it. And then we have this one for, okay, my deck is upside down. Okay. So now I have the Nine of Swords in reverse clarifier. Now I'm going to be working on the Two of Swords in reverse clarifier. Okay. Now I'm going to be working on the Five of Wands clarifiers here. Okay. I'll show you guys the cards in just a moment. And then the Four of Cups. Spirit, please. And thank you. Okay. As you guys can see, my cards are jumping, so we have a lot of messages here. So, the clarifier for the Six of Cups from my exotic tarot deck, we have the Five of Wands. Didn't I just say some of you all want people or someone to watch you all as you engage in this sexual act? A lot of you all out there could be potentially wanting to be swingers or are actually swingers. It's just a matter of you putting it into a specific time space for you to have this experience. I'm not cold, love. It's very hot in here, actually, so I don't mind taking it off. So with the Five of Sex Wands here, we do have Like I said earlier, the swinger energy, wanting someone to watch you all get on, right? Or just being the center of attention when it comes to you putting down your business. You know what I'm saying? You handling your business. You want people to see that you know what to do, right? Some of y'all could be wanting to be a part of the porn industry, or could already have um, privatized sexual movies that y'all have already created, right? And that's something that you want to put out there into the world so that people can see. It's almost like this is something that actually drives the individual to fulfill their sexual appetite as well, for whatever reason, right? Allowing others to see your work of art, right? You could also be a dope editor in regards to your homemade sexual movies, and you want to share that and or profit off of that, right? So I'm hearing spirit say, do it. Whatever the fuck it is that you want people to see in regards to your sexual movements, or just you putting it down, right? Male or female. With the 5 of Wands here, spirit is telling you to put that out there. You can't, this is not something that, you know, you can be faint of heart at or whatever. You know what I mean? You can't really care about what anybody is going to say in regards to that movie and shit. It's just got to be, or just come from a certain level of confidence, right? So that's one of the ways to get on, right? Have a sex tape. Shit, Kim Kardashian did it. Bitch is on right now. You know what I mean? And been on. She stayed on. Like, she made sure. She's like, fuck that. If I'm gonna be sucking Ray J's dick and so on and so forth, I'm gonna make sure this shit look right. And I'm gonna make sure that I capitalize off of that. And she did. So for those of you all who might be thinking of putting your sex tapes out there, and who are editors and or are looking for editors and shit like that, somebody professional, right? And you want to get into the porn industry or something of the sort here to help launch your career into whatever it is that you actually want to do, or if this is something that you actually want to do, Spirit wants you to put it out there so that people can recognize whatever qualities or art forms or works it is that you had to offer in that realm or in that category or line of work. How else are you going to get the recognition if you don't put it out there? How else are you going to get it? So let me just show y'all a little bit more though, since I got people interacting with me via the chat. Shout out to the chat, because y'all lit. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. I'll get back to the reading in just a moment. So I just want y'all to recognize and acknowledge the goddess energy that I represent. True high priestess divinity. Because I know how to utilize my sexual energy for things that I want. Right? I'll do more when some of y'all hit my Cash App. I'll do way more, I promise. This is just a little bit of a sneak peek for those of you all who are and have been interacting with me throughout the chat. I just want to personally thank you. Let me come this way. Come this way so y'all can see. Okay. This is all real. Ain't nothing fake about it. But I'll do a lot more for those of you all who are interested in seeing me in this light. My OnlyFans is onlyfans.com/Sister Nun Reincarnated. Of course, I will be taking off a lot of these garments on that website. So please be sure to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? So getting back to the reading, y'all, we do have the Judgment card for the Nine of Swords in reverse. So I definitely feel like, because I've explained this card earlier, being some of y'all are either practicing a form of self-love, meaning you're masturbating a lot because you don't want to give out your sexual energy to people you feel has not earned it, right? Or you just feel like you haven't found the individual that you wish to share your sexual experiences with in that way. We have the Judgment card coming out to clarify that. Libra energy, judgment, right? Ma'at is judgment. That's the balancing of the scales, right? So maybe you all actually have to, excuse me, balance out your masturbation levels, right, with receiving the true form and essence of a man or woman touching you. Maybe you guys are masturbating too much, so Spirit is wanting you to balance that out, right? Doing something obsessively or consistently, I'm gonna just say obsessively because consistency is key to a lot of things. But if you are obsessively, overly masturbating, that is not healthy for you. How do you ever expect to rise in vibration if you are constantly releasing? If you are constantly releasing, constantly, oh, right, with your clit or with your dick, it's going to be really difficult to allow someone to show you that they can be that sensual with you. You know what I mean? Because you're fucking up your sensitivity because you're constantly beating your dick or beating your clit. It's like, you got to relax. You know what I mean? Once in a while, it's okay if you are totally pent up and, you know, you don't, let's just say you don't have a partner, right, that you can allow to assist you release. But if you do, it's just like once in a blue, it's okay. But god damn, if you're, how often are you guys masturbating? You know what I mean? You gotta chill out. Give your fucking dick and your clit a break, ladies. Right? Chill out. Relax. Allow that fucking clit to throb. Allow it to throb. Then you know what you do with that energy? You push it up. You push it up your spine, up your chakra system. So that way, when you do come into union with your partner or your divine counterpart, it's explosive. But you're never going to experience that if you are constantly beating the shit out of your clit, beating the shit out of your dick. You know what I mean? So balance the two. Go on a fucking date. Meet somebody. I'm not saying have one night stands, even if that is your thing when it comes to let's just say swinger type of energy or whatever it is that you all want to experience. I'm not saying always have a one night stand, but what I'm saying is allow your senses to remain sensitive. So that way, when you do have these experiences, you are not totally numb, and it doesn't take fucking 35, 45, 55 to fucking 2 hours before the man can get you off in the right or righteous way, right? Or the woman to get you off in the righteous way, because you're so accustomed to watching porn and things of that nature where you're like, you know what I mean? And you think that women are supposed to live up to that level of expectation. Just like women are thinking that men are supposed to live up to the sexual expectation of their fucking vibrators. You're wildin'. Relax. You know what I mean? So balance it all out. Just balance it is what spirit wants you all to do. Balance it. Balance your masturbation. Balance your sexual life. Allow a real, true human being that doesn't fucking need batteries to touch on you, to love on you. You know what I mean? And give you a different level of ecstasy as opposed to you robbing yourself of it because of the fucking thing with batteries, because of the fucking movie with all these, you know, women who are basically being sexually tortured or something of the sort. Real women are not wanting to be loved upon in that way 100% of the time. So the next clarifier that we have out for the Two of Swords, right, which I explained earlier, is the collective no longer being blinded to their position in this individual's life, right? Their role. You're no longer blinded to what your sexual status is when it comes to this person. We have, oh my God, the King of Swords. The King of Swords. I'm talking to a motherfucking air sign tonight, y'all. For real. I'm talking to an air sign tonight. Whoever this air energy is here, clearly with the King of Swords energy showing, this is someone who wants to be cherished, who wants to be loved on. I got goosebumps right now, y'all. Who wants to feel as if they are the one and only, right? Look at him. He got his foot on her breast and everything. This is an air energy who is completely and totally in the know of who they are, what it is that they want and desire, right? And are also not afraid to express what it is that they want and desire. And then you see you got the young lady back here, right, watching through the window or through the glass door or whatever this is here. It looks more like a window, but she honestly looks intrigued, meaning like she's like, God damn, they about to get it on. Sharon. And then she also has like her hand up in a way where it's like, I wonder if I could join. So this young lady here that's actually in the window, she does, now that I'm looking at the card, look like an older woman. So I could be talking to an older air sign woman or an older air sign man here. And they're actually wondering not only if this youthful energy here is pleasing this older air sign man here, but if they can also either join or if they still got it type of energy. You know what I mean? And it's like, shit, if you got a question if you still got it, then you don't got it. You know what I mean? If you think you don't, then you don't. If you think you do, then you do. So I definitely feel like I'm talking to a group of, or a partial group of the collective that is a little bit shy or confused as to whether or not they still have what it takes to have this certain level of woe on this air masculine energy here, or feminine energy. So they're definitely in question when it comes to the way they feel about themselves. They're trying to figure out if, you know, they can still satisfy this person or not. Because I'm not even gonna lie, the older woman who's watching them basically about to get it on, as the older gentleman is guiding this younger woman here. She looks upset. It's kind of like that energy of what she got that I don't got. You know what I mean? And it's like, bitch, nothing. Nothing. It's just about the way that you carry yourself, the way that you speak to yourself, the way that you take care of yourself and your body and your vessel, everything, right? Your essence. That's really about it. But I feel like if you are older man or older woman watching this video and you're wondering or questioning if you still got it or not, the fact that you even have to question it symbolizes that you don't got it. Why not? You know what I mean? I'll be the disruptor in that regard. Meaning like, shit, you might not have it. But if you work on yourself, then you can definitely get it. The King of Wands. King of Swords, sorry. So moving on to the clarification of the Five of Wands, meaning the sexual conflict or sexual frustration. We have the Hierophant energy. The Hierophant energy. My OnlyFans is onlyfans.com/sister nun reincarnated. I'll actually put it here in the chat for you all. For those of you all that are wanting to subscribe tonight. I appreciate all the energy. Thank you all so much for joining me here on this evening. I'm typing it in right now for y'all. And I promise you that you will not be disappointed. So there's my OnlyFans link for those of you all that are looking to subscribe tonight and get a little bit more of an upgraded version of Without My Pasties and so much more, as well as getting to interact with me, right? And getting to know me on a deeper personal level. Make sure y'all hit that like button, the subscribe button, and that share button. So, clarifying the sexual frustration Five of Wands card. We have the Hierophant. Worship me all fucking day and night, king or queen. That's what I'm here for. We have the Hierophant. Look at this. And you just literally took the words right out of my mouth, because that's what the Hierophant represents. Worshiping energy. Look at them. They are literally, actually worshiping this king's essence. I already did a little twerk something. Just hit that like button for me though, real quick though, love. I'll twerk a little something for you. Or you could also hit my Cash App as well. I did post that in the chat also. I'd be more than happy to twerk a little something for you, love. Hit that Cash App and I got you. Or you can subscribe to my OnlyFans and get way more than what you asking for. I just hope you're prepared either way. So with the Hierophant energy, right? Look at them. They are literally, utterly worshiping this god. This man is a god to these women. Look how they are falling over him, right? They're worshiping his god rod, his god energy, his god power. You men need to really be picky when it comes to who you allow to experience your phallus or your penis. Because there's a lot of women out here that want to just suck your fucking god power right up out of you. That's not a good thing. If any woman wants to just suck the fucking solar energy up out of you every day, every night, all that shit, you have to ask yourself, what am I receiving from this woman or these women other than their vaginas? What are you receiving as a man, as a god, knowing that your penis has power? If they're here to just give you their fucking vagina in return, it's like, how are you winning, beloved? These women should be worshiping the motherfucking ground you walk on. If you're a god, these women should be soaking up the wisdom that you have. Look at this gentleman here. All that gray hair symbolizes wisdom. Look at his scepter that he has. This is his god rod. He's fucking ruler. He's king. He is God. If these women are not soaking up the wisdom, the teachings, the essence that you provide, meaning the protection, the care, the love, generosity, all of that good stuff, all of that a God, a true man, has to offer. Why are they there? Why are they there? Okay, so you got two fine girls sucking your dick. So what? So what? It doesn't mean anything if you are not, as the king, as the leader, the guider, protector, receiving something at least similar or close to in return. If these women cannot reciprocate that energy to you, meaning they're absorbing your teaching, they're absorbing your wisdom, they're actually and actively applying it to their lives, how the fuck can you say that you're a king if these women are not following suit, if they are not following your leadership? You know what I mean? Hence the Hierophant energy. So my kings out there, my gods out there, real, true, genuine men, that seek respect, integrity, right? Morals, ethics, all of that good stuff, all of it. You can't bestow that level of honor upon women who don't merely even understand, understand, and overstand your fucking rulership, your role. You can't bestow that level of power unto these women who do not recognize your abilities, your power. So yes, please be very, 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 very fucking stingy with your God rod, as all women do not seek to complement that. Some women seek to snatch it from you. You know what I mean? I'll give you a little twerk something show one time for the one time. You know what I'm saying? One time. One time, hey. Make sure you hit my cash app, Sister None. Yeah. Subscribe to my OnlyFans. Hey, onlyfans.com/Sister None. Reincarnated. Like this video. Share this video. It don't cost you nothing to like the video. It don't cost you nothing. My love don't cost a thing, right? I'm lying though. It do cost, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's a little something. It ain't gonna hurt your pockets though, I promise you. You'll get more value out of me than you're actually expecting. This to be all the way true. So, finalizing the reading, right? The clarifier for the initial card that came out to jump off this reading, Four of Cups. We have the King of Wands. This is true complementary energies. So the collective ultimately just wants maybe not just one person, but a few people, right? To truly value them and not take advantage of their sexual needs or sexual appetites. Allowing them to truly be who they are, right? Without fear of any forms of judgments when it comes to whatever it is that they desire, right? Allowing oneself to be open in a way where you guys are allowing yourselves to experience not only each other, but potentially also other energies that are in need of this level of hierarchy, sexual Midas touch, essence, and experience. So I'm going to pull some advice cards from my Dark Mirror Tarot deck, just so we can kind of see, for those of you all that might be struggling with sexual frustrations, what it is that Spirit wants you to work on. So in other words, this would essentially be like the negatives, right, of why people are sexually frustrated. So let's see here what Spirit has as far as the advice is concerned for the people that are sexually frustrated and or that are masturbating obsessively because they are waiting on this ideal person that they have in their mind, or that they are trying to create in their mind to fulfill their sexual appetite, when it has to begin with you. So look, we have here from the Dark Tarot, the Dark Mirror Oracle cards as an advice. We have fragmentation. This one I'm actually going to look up. But what I feel here from this particular card is, let me see, number 27, for those of you all who are the numerologists out there, right? 7 and 2 is the 8, 7, 8, 9. I knew I was gonna say that. I was like, is the 9? Mm-hmm. The 9 is divine. The 9 is completion of a cycle. Because when you get to 10, that's just you starting all over again. So here it says for the number 27, fragmentation. For those of you all who are sexually frustrated and or are masturbating too much or are waiting for this divine person that you are thinking about, wishing about, praying about to come into your life. It says here, when rage is projected inward, destruction joins confusion and we break. So this is already in a nutshell letting you all know, especially women out there, you have to cleanse your womb, work on those lower chakras, cleanse them so that you release those negative energies that are essentially blocking y'all from receiving the level of love it is that you are seeking. What seems to be a cold iron coat rack is topped by a broken stone statue of a fairy, visible only from the chest up. Stone roses are at her breasts. A crack cuts her face and her body. A jewel is on her forehead. A silvery insect wings stand at her back. A crescent golden slice of the moon is like a halo behind her head. It is possible to glimpse suspended in the void. Also, the hands of the stone fairy. And it says here, sentence. My fault, y'all. That was the visual seed of this card. And then it says here, the sentence. Losing a sense of self is a crescendo of noise. I hope I'm saying that right. A discrendo of pain and a prelude to nothingness. Oh my fucking goodness. Didn't I just say that? With this sexual frustration energy going on here? I just said that. I literally just said that. How can you allow yourself to experience a certain level of sexual fulfillment if you are robbing yourself of it by overly masturbating? 9 of Swords. Sexual frustration. 5 of Wands. Taking it out on others as if they're the reason why you're not sexually fulfilled. I just said that. 27. Fragmentation. So that is the advice, the first advice card anyway, for the collective in regards to you releasing that fucking obsession with your battery boyfriend, your batteried girlfriend. The next card we have out from the same oracle deck is the number 23, right? Jordan 23. That's 5, right? That means spiritual, physical, mental, subconscious change that needs to occur. Revenge. You are never going to manifest that level of sexual fulfillment if you are constantly in a state, in a mental state, excuse me, of revenge, hurt, disappointment, grief, depression, anxiety, all of that, all of that, all of that, all of that. Y'all need to get rid of that fucking lower ways of feeling, of being, and manifesting, so that you can allow the light of love or the love of light in your life. So now we're going to get some lighthearted advice card energies here for the collective. For those of you all who are not having those issues or experiences of sexual frustrations and things of that nature, and are allowing yourselves to experience and flow freely, and learning how to utilize your sexual energy to create a world and the life it is that you want from a space of love, right? Your heart space. But also not being afraid to experience different experiences as well. Meaning not being or not feeling judged by whatever it is that you like or desire. Let's see here what Spirit has for the collective. Come on, Spirit, please. Oh, wow, that was quick. And let's get one more, Spirit, please. Yep, there it is. Thank you. So the first lighthearted oracle card that we have for the collective advice is Akasha. You all seen that movie, right? Y'all seen that movie. Akasha. Your guidance, it says here on this card, is divinely guided. So even if you feel like, fuck that, I'm doing this type of shit anyway, I'm going down this road anyway. Even if you feel like you have to go down a particular road for whatever reason, and there might be a form of hesitation, even that shit is divinely guided. Spirit wants you to know that. Akasha. Tapping into your true library of mental and spiritual wisdoms that you have acquired throughout your life. For those of you all who are not experiencing these levels of sexual frustrations and obsessions, whatever road it is that you take, Spirit wants you to know your guidance is fucking divinely guided. So whatever experiences sexually that you allow yourself to experience is also divinely guided and orchestrated. And last but not least, we have share your voice. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Come out of masturbation. Come out of obsession. Come out of revenge, right? Come out of hatred. Come out of pollution of your wounds and your, what is it for the man? Your lower vibratory state of just wanting to ejaculate all of the fucking time. Come out of that. Come out of that. Come out of that cave. Persecution and expression. What have I been saying throughout this entire reading? Allowing yourself to express so that you can experience. That is the same word. That is the same word. express, experience. It's the same fucking word. Allow yourself. Please allow yourself. In order to do that, you have to release this revenge, this fragmentation, this blockage of sexual frustration. You have to release it. Let it go. Allow it to actually build up. And I don't mean actually fucking like release the fucking sexual tension. No, what I mean is allow it to flow upward your spine. So that way, when you do meet this person that you wish to have this experience with, oh my God, it's going to be so magical. It's going to be so sensational because you have allowed yourself to experience that level of sensitivity. You can't do that if you're fucking profusely beating your dick or beating your clit. You got to allow your sensitivity to grow. So, man, that's for y'all. All right. Shout out to my girl Edie, High Priestess. Oh my God, love you so much, Empress. For real. So I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all. For those of you all who are interested in booking a personal, sexual, and sensual tarot reading or any other reading of any sorts, please feel free to add me on Facebook at Sister Nun or on Instagram at Sister_Nun_reincarnated. My OnlyFans, if you are interested in seeing me come out of these fucking pasties, which I actually really want to do because they're itching my nipples right now. You know, OnlyFans.com/Sister Nun Reincarnated. And if you are interested in visiting the city that I am in currently, Indiana, shout out to the Midwest. And you have supported me thus far on my journey, make sure you also inbox me and let me know when you are taking a mini vacay here. That way I'll be able to set up a privatized one-on-one time frame with me and you, so that not only will you be able to know of my location of the clubs in which I will be working at throughout the weeks, but also so that you can get to know me, know that I am a true, genuine, real being, right? We get to sharpen each other, pick each other's brains and things of that nature, which I actually love anyway. But you'll also get to then build or continue to build the foundation of our friendship in which we have already started. For those of you all who have already been supporting me, you guys know exactly who you are. And girls out there, you guys and gals, right? Y'all know exactly who y'all are. So I will be anticipating you all's visits pretty soon. And for those of you all who are interested in getting to that level, all you have to do is either hit my Cash App, subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my OnlyFans, book a tarot reading, purchase some of my vegan vegetarian recipes, because I am a vegan vegetarian chef as well. And, you know, we'll go from there. Send me your number, I'll give you mine, and then we can just build from there. So just only take what resonated to you all or for you all throughout this reading. It's been a pleasure doing this for you all and coming forward to y'all with this gift that I do have. I clearly enjoy this very much. I've been on here for a fucking hour and almost 30 minutes. Taking my time with the sexual energy. So, until next time, you all, it has been your divine priestess, Empress, Sister Nun, Third Eye Live TV Radio, Angels from Mental Health Broadcast Network. And you are now exiting Spirituality TV. Peace, y'all.